And I'm pleased today to bring you a book review and to recommend the book highly, The Inner Matrix, A Guide to Transforming Your Life and Awakening Your Spirit. The Inner Matrix, A Guide to Transforming Your Life and Awakening Your Spirit by Joey Klein, Joey Klein. And he has a website, joeyklein.com, that I recommend highly to you as well. Well, this book is exciting, it's challenging, it deals with the realms of science, basis of changes that we need in our mind, our will, our emotions, our spirit. It deals with spiritual transformation last, after first dealing with mental transformation, emotional transformation, and physical transformation. That's the one I need the most work on. So, of course, I blanked on that one. But those 4 areas are addressed in the book, and it ends with a strategy guide chapter with daily practices to engage in to help in the process of change. So he lays out the science of change, dealing with the neuroplasticity of the brain and epigenetics in the transmission of DNA in our body. And epigenetics is an exciting field, and I'll let you read the book so he could tell you his take on epigenetics. But there's several good books out there now on epigenetics, and fascinating. It's basically a gene that's in our body may or may not be turned on by the environment. The example I use the most in my classes is, for example, you could be born with the alcoholic gene, as I was, and yet you'll not be an alcoholic if you never drink alcohol. At age 3 was my first drunk on rum, when my parents were told by my physician to give me alcohol to help calm me down and sleep. And you all know my story of recovery. Since October 1, 1985, I've been clean and sober, but I struggled for many years, from my early teens into my late 20s, overcoming alcoholism. But more important than that is the imprinting that goes on from our parents as to answering the question, why do I do some of the things that I do that I don't want to do? There's imprinting there, not to blame parents. He's very much in line with individual responsibility. There's no excuses. He defends individual responsibility and proffers it for the person to recognize the need for change. But as I've told clients over the years, it does help to know where something comes from, so to help you change it. And we are very much creatures of imprinting and epigenetics. It's in terms of patterns and reliving the patterns of our parents. It's interesting, there's a Geico ad out right now that I really think is funny and very true. But it's a support group for people who become their parents, and the people who become their dad, and people who become their mom. And there's a person dressed like them and saying the things that that parent used to say is, oh, the door's open, the front door's open. Are we air conditioning the whole neighborhood? Things like that. And it's a funny ad, but it certainly does help to answer the question, which we all have, why do I do what I do? Even if it's stuff we don't like. Why do I do what I do? Well, Joey starts off with showing us the scientific reasons for much of what we do, but then lays the responsibility at our own feet for change. We're not hapless, helpless creatures left to habit and to patterns of self-destruction, but rather we could choose to change and to make the changes in our inner matrix that need to change to promote further change to become who we want to be and to pursue love, peace, and joy. He talks about those three the most: love, peace, and joy, and how basically that's a universal desire to love and be loved, to have joy and be a joy to others, and to live in peace and enjoy peace. I don't think anybody would argue with that premise. But then our inner matrix works against us in pursuing those things, and the inner matrix is conscious transformation. We have to be conscious about, we have to be measured about making changes and transformations in our inner matrix, so that then the things we desire will happen around us. We set the stage for what happens to us when left to ourselves. And I was grateful that Anne Marie loaned me this book to read, and I appreciate her and my wife for recommending that I read the book, and I did. I'll just read the back cover to you now at this point. The inner matrix illuminates a proven approach to living a truly rich and meaningful life, one more deeply connected to spirit. Marrying the ancient wisdom traditions of East and West with the latest science in genetics, psychology, and brain function, Klein provides a cutting-edge system to transform your life by shifting deep mental, emotional, and physical patterns that create stress and limit your success. Those engaging Klein's conscious transformation practices routinely experience reduced stress, increased focus, higher emotional intelligence, improved health and well-being, enhanced connection to spirit. Included is a 9-week strategy guide to assimilate the practices of conscious transformation into your daily life. And Dr. Michael Weaver, emergency medicine physician, wrote, Joey Klein has artfully bridged ancient traditions with burgeoning Western scientific and biomedical research. He shares powerful testimony and vivid examples of the benefits achieved through this intentional training. And attorney Diane Brenneman wrote, applying this book's principles to my mind, emotions, and physical body, I have uncovered the profound spiritual connection I had secretly yearned for but been unable to reach. My entire experience of life has radically changed. And now the bio about Joey Klein. Joey Klein is a founder of the System of Conscious Transformation. He leads classes and retreats that focus on shifting core mental, emotional, and physical patterns to enrich daily life and deepen the connection to the spirit. He is a 3-time world martial arts champion and sought-after speaker whose writings, teachings, and interviews have been published in 14 countries. He currently lives in Vail, Colorado. To learn more about conscious transformation, please visit www.joeyklein.com. And again, Joey Klein is JoeyKlein.com. And The Inner Matrix. I recommend the book intently to you and hope that you find the crucial truths in the book that I found and are able to apply it in your life for your achieving the change that you're seeking and the connection to spirit that you're seeking and the joy and resonance in relationships. It's interesting, he recommends the whole principle of resonance, and it recalled to mind the book Resonant Leadership, which is another book review that I did earlier this year, Resonant Leadership, but he includes the whole concept of resonance in showing how when we change the inner matrix, the resonance is given off so that people are attracted to us that will ensure our success and not our demise. So not that there's only two options there. That sounded a bit dramatic, but I hope you get the idea and intent of what I'm trying to say here. But read the book. It's an excellent read. Thank you, Joey Klein. Thank you, Anne-Marie, for recommending it. Thank you to my wife as well. And I hope all of you listening have a wonderful day and continue to be challenged in life, but find love, peace, and joy in your pursuits. May the Lord bless you. Thank you.